everyone. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, you did it. You did it. This. You're a pro. We should start paying you. We should start paying you money.
I mean, you're not even getting paid for this. So.
Oh yeah. I'm not at all. I swear.
I'll start paying me money.
Well, welcome to Breakroom BS, everyone. Yeah. We're here.
Yes, we are.
I was gonna say we're here. We're queer. Get used to it, but they don't need to know about our personal lives. And we're also queer. Hey, look, it's Sam Adams. What's going on there?
Hey, Sam.
Hey, what's up, Sam?
All right, we have to finish the show, but we'll talk to you after.
Yeah, you got it.
All right,
you got it, Sam. So so welcome to our show. We're gonna be talking some Ring of Honor in this show. We're gonna be doing Ring of Honor and New Japan, but we're gonna do separate shows in case you like only one or the other. So we're gonna do it that way.
Intros are fucking bullshit.
They are. We shouldn't even.
Nobody sounds like that.
Like what?
Nobody sounds like that. Like if I'm addressing people, I'm like, okay, now we're going to talk about this. Your day today, Dave. How was your day today, Dave?
But this isn't a day today. It's a show.
Yeah, but it sounds fucking stupid.
Well, fuck you. You fucking say something, you bitch.
All right. I'm going to start talking about
So whenever you have day-to-day conversations with people, do you pull out your fucking phone and start reading notes?
No.
I'm just curious.
No, I fucking don't.
Oh, that's weird, because we do that on here, too. You dumb bastard. So this is a very interesting piece of information. I think I might try to apply this in my life. So, this guy was saying how whenever you're trying to like write something like an email or something like that, like the easiest way to do it is to stop fucking figuring out how to word it and just say it in your head and type exactly what you think in your head. Like he was saying how his wife like always has to do all these letters and things and stuff, and she'll try to type it out and he'll read it and be like, well, what the fuck are you trying to say? Like this doesn't even make any sense. And she'll just tell him and he'll just type exactly what she says. And then he's like, oh, she's like, that's exactly what I was trying to do. And he goes, yeah, because that's what you fucking said. That's what I typed down. I wonder if like you try to not overanalyze what you're trying to say, if it'll make more sense. Like I'm gonna try this when I do an email next time. I'm really curious about.
I'm just gonna start talking about what I want to talk about.
In an email? What are you talking about?
On the podcast.
What?
On the podcast.
This isn't related to the podcast.
No,
it is.
It's important. It's equally as important. I'm gonna take your theory and apply it here.
My butthole itches, dude.
I'm gonna see if it applies to other. Well, maybe not everything that we think about like that. I mean, we don't have to instantly say that, but
say what?
That your butthole itches.
That was just something else. That was unrelated.
No, I'm aware.
I wasn't sure. So what have you been doing?
Our show is fucking great.
Did you do anything fun this week?
Is that
how normal conversation happens? Did you do anything fun this week?
Yeah, if you're some sort of fucking douchebag.
That's not nice.
I guess I watched some of these wrestling shows.
Oh my god, no one cares. I saw Hellfest. That movie was really sweet.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dude, I started reading Kevin Smith's Daredevil run, which it's only like 8 issues. It's not a big fucking story arc. But I'm trying like really fucking hard to look for any sort of references to like any of his shit, and I can't really find anything. The closest thing would be like I think there was a reference to what was Ben Affleck's movie coming out, the one with the janitor.
Oh, Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, there's a reference to Good Will Hunting coming out, and I think that was just him trying to help promote his buddy's film.
The one with the janitor.
Yeah.
The janitor movie.
But that's the only thing I really got in. I'm looking for like some what's that fucking restaurant's name from Clerks?
Movies.
Movies, yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see like a movies in the background when Daredevil's like walking by with his cane and shit.
Well, I mean, he wrote it. He didn't draw it, did he?
No, but I mean, he can still tell the writer, be like, hey, can you throw in an Easter egg for me? And then be like, yeah.
Movies in here. That's
put
true.
Movies in.
Sorry, can I ruin Hellfest yet?
No. I think I want to see that. I want to fucking see that shit.
Oh.
Maybe I'll go see it. What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Maybe I'll see.
You work 3 to close tomorrow.
Wednesday.
You're off Wednesday, and you work like 1 to close Thursday.
Wednesday. I think I'll see it Wednesday.
So here's something I want to bring up. We were just started watching Being the Elite, so this kind of ties into that. But so you know how everyone's saying how like there's a possibility the Elite could go to WWE, you know?
Yeah.
And like. And everyone's pretty much saying, like, if they could get him if they wanted to, they could, like, pay him millions and millions of dollars, and they might end up going because the or the elite, like, the Bucks, and they're not going to turn down, like, millions of dollars, right?
Nah.
Well, I was thinking, like, that's not really going to happen. There's really no possibility of that happening. Okay, so think about this.
I'm listening.
So this is probably going to ease your mind, too, of them not going. So, like, okay, so let's say the WWE's like, we need to get the Bucks, we need to get Cody, we need to get Paige, Omega, we need to get all these guys. We're going to offer them all, like, $5 million each for their deal. And they're like, okay, so what do you think happens next whenever, like, all the guys on the current roster find out they brought in these guys who've never been there at this much fucking money? Think they're going to be cool with that? You don't think they're going to ask for way more fucking money? No, they're going to be like, what the fuck? Why do these guys get $5 million deals? Dolph Ziggler, I've been here for fucking 6 or 7 years. I want what they're making. Everyone on the main roster is going to demand more money. And WB knows they're going to demand more money, and they're not going to want to do that.
They'd have to make massive fucking cuts.
If they paid these guys insane money, they can't just pay only them that. They're going to have to, like, raise their, like, money for everyone, and they're not going to fucking do that.
They'd have to cut a lot of people, and then the people they don't cut, give them raises.
Yeah, and they're not going to do that. Like, that's why, like, that. There's no way that's going to happen.
Well, look. You also have to look at it this way. WWE. How often does WWE like actually please the fans?
Like, never.
Never. So why would they bring in something that would please the fans?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Done.
Yeah, like it's not going to happen. They're never going to do that. They're not going to. Because I was telling Tito this, he's like, I didn't even think about that, but like, yeah, they're not going to just start paying millions of dollars to people. You know how much more money they would be losing a year if they raise everyone's wages by that, like all their contracts? They lose so much money. But here's something else I wanted to bring up. I got some random things here to talk about because I feel like the Long Beach show is going to go longer than the Ring of Honor show. I feel like. Wait, do you have a lot to say about this one? How are your notes looking for this?
Dude, you're the leader, and I'm just the guy who I'm the colored commentator.
That's not. You can't say that. You can't say that. You're not even black.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's good. That's good, Gable wise.
No, I'm just kidding. Jeez, calm down.
Except for that first match. I don't really have.
That's some good notes there, though. So I've been listening to this book. I'm going to tell you some stuff here. Okay. Justin Roberts is this fella. He was a ring announcer in WWE for many, many years. He released an autobiography, and you know how like I can't read, you know. So like,
yeah, you listen to like the audiobooks and stuff.
Yeah, and the audiobooks are way better anyway. Because there's one point in his audiobook where there's this whole chapter about his dad getting cancer and dying. And, like, dude, it was brutal listening to him. I'm like, oh, my God, this is so sad. I'm ready to, like, tear up. And I told Tito, he's like, nothing really stood out. I'm like, because I'm listening to him fucking talk about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, so, apparently he goes in, I haven't finished it yet, but he goes into a lot of detail about shit in WWE and did not hold back on stuff. And, like, specifically, he was bringing up JBL and all the shit that he would do to, like, bully, like, in the company.
Yeah.
Like, every time JBL would see him, he'd be like, so why haven't you killed yourself yet? Yeah. Like, he would constantly just, in front of all the other wrestlers, start yelling at him, degrading him, and calling him a piece of shit. And, like, every time he'd ask Justin Roberts a question, he would answer. And, like, he's a fucking middle school kid. He would twist around what he said to make it sound like, you know what I mean, he's talking shit on people.
That's annoying.
Yeah, like, he would just look like that. Justin Roberts had his passport stolen and was stuck in another country. And he never got it back. Like, these are the things that happen. And here's the killer. After that happened, when he got back, Vince McMahon fucking made a joke to him and made fun of the fact that it happened. And was encouraging all these things.
Vince McMahon sucks.
Vince McMahon, who's the CEO of this company, with their anti-bullying campaign that they've run for years, is making fun of Justin Roberts for being bullied and encouraging it.
Yeah.
Like, it's the biggest hypocritical bullshit ever.
This is very surprising. Vince McMahon seems like a very straight shooter who would
very
never
nice
lie
guy.
and never do anything wrong.
Yeah. He would always talk about how Vince would, like, tell him to do something one week and completely forget and yelled at him the next week for doing it. Like, I think he has Alzheimer's or something. But, you know, I was thinking maybe the Elite should read this book before they decide to go to WWE.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like I would never fucking work there. It sounds like a bunch of fucking bullshit. Bunch of bullshit.
I can't imagine shit like that's happening now, though. I mean, in the fucking technological age we live in, where like everything's like being fucking recorded all the time.
This was like 2007.
Really?
This wasn't that long ago. Like 2005, 2007, but...
Even between 2007 and now, I feel like there's been fucking leaps and bounds tech-wise.
Yeah.
Dude, think of someone who has a lot of followers on Twitter that you follow, alright?
Me.
Sure. In 2009, it was like a fucking news story that they were fucking... I say fucking a lot. Fuck.
Just for attention.
Yeah. It was a big news story. The race to 1 million followers on Twitter between Ashton Kutcher, CNN, and Britney Spears.
Who won?
I don't know.
That was a big story.
Yeah, I didn't have anything. Yeah.
You don't even know who won. How are you going to introduce us and not even tell us?
I didn't listen
All
to
the listeners are like, well, I'm going to stop listening to this show and fucking look it up on Google.
Go Google it.
Well,
It's not my fucking
you
job.
just lost all our audience. Thanks a lot.
All of our audience, all one.
You want to hear something funny?
Why didn't I kill myself? Wait.
Because of Colored. That's the punchline. There is this magazine article, a WWE magazine, right? In 2007, it was entitled 101 Things a WWE Fan Should Do Before They Die or something like that, right?
They kill themselves.
Yeah. That was number 101. So number one on the list is like, all right, what it should attend WrestleMania. Like, all right, that seems that's fair. Guess what number 2 on 101 things is?
Meet Roman Reigns.
Sin while looking at a picture of a WWE diva.
When is this?
Dude, this is their 2007 WWE magazine. It said the number 2 thing you should do is jerk off while you're looking at a WWE diva.
Man.
It really said this.
Is,
like, what the fuck?
Was Paige ever a diva, or did she come in after that?
I think she came in when they were still divas.
Okay.
She was part of the transition.
All right, so I did it.
And me too.
Nice.
All right, and I went to WrestleMania, so I did the first one too.
Nice.
You got to do that one still. You ain't never done WrestleMania in your life.
I don't think any of the ones like coming up in the future are going to be good. So
I'm probably going to WrestleMania soon, but that's only because it's going to probably be $40, and I'm just going to be in the area.
Really?
Well, I'm going to get really shitty seats.
Oh, because you're going to be at
the show.
The G1 Super Show.
The GA Super Show, yeah. Yeah, that's when I'm going to be at the GA Super Show.
All right.
All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this Ring of Honor.
12 minutes in, we haven't talked about one fucking match yet.
But we talked about wrestling, you pussy.
Yeah, we did.
It's a wrestling podcast, you jackass. Oh my god. God forbid we talk about wrestling on our wrestling podcast about wrestling.
All right, what's this show called? Kill Yourself Before Dishonor.
Something like that. Yep. You're good at this.
What's our first match?
This was at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, the September 28th show.
Yeah, no one cares about that.
No, they do. It was the first match was Jushin Thunder Liger versus Kenny King.
It aired on Fight TV, and it did.
Did not.
You can watch it on Fight TV. I assure you.
It did not.
$29.99.
I did not. Did you
maybe
watch it? Maybe
$39.99. I mean, no, but you could have watched it on there for that price.
Well, how do you know? It wasn't pulled the last second. You didn't watch it.
Was it?
I don't know.
I thought you were going somewhere with this, Smith.
No, not at all.
Or on the Ring of Honor VIP, fucking whatever.
Oh, shut up.
Man.
Oh, wait. So Kenny's red carpet on the way to the ring was really fucking stupid. Did you see this?
Yeah, I noticed it, and I was like, "Huh, I wonder if they're gonna do that for like." I thought it was just gonna be for everyone, because wasn't he the first person to go in? Yeah, I thought it was for everyone, so I didn't really care.
Gable, boy, it looks really tacky. I think a bunch of just like a bunch of fucking red fabric from the store and laid it on the ground. So they're selling like Liger is hurt. This is actually the end.
Yeah.
They're selling like Liger is hurt, and King comes over to shake his hand like he won't do anything, but then it hits a spine buster, and then Kenny King wins by pinfall. The finish I thought was kind of lame. Like, it was insanely obvious that King was going to just do that and be cheap and attack him. Like, you could really see it coming. And then to make it even more kind of lame was the commentators were selling it like it was the most shocking thing of all time. I'm like, it wasn't that big of a deal, guys. It was very obvious.
I may have actually been irritated enough with Caprice Cole, right?
I don't know his last name.
Caprice
Coleman.
There, sure. I may have been irritated with him a few times. I actually have notes in here about how irritated I was, but dude, he just said some stupid stuff where I'm just like, I
mean, he did say some stupid things. I really only got annoyed with him when he would yell.
I think
his yelling was getting annoying.
I think the best purpose he served was to make Ian Riccoboni look amazing, and he did.
I guess he did.
He did.
I mean, Ian Riccoboni just seemed like Ian Riccoboni to me.
Ian Riccoboni seems like Kevin Kelly compared to fucking Caprice Cole.
I suppose. You ready for the next match?
The Ascension versus the Briscoes. Oh, yeah, the first match was 2 stars.
Oh, okay.
2 Gable, Meltzer, Dave stars.
So the Briscoes, who are the champions, versus the Addiction for the ROH Tag Team Championship.
Yes.
Not the Ascension, the Addiction. Fucking jackass. So I really enjoyed the video they showed before the match with the Briscoes cutting a promo where they just took a shotgun and fucking shot an hourglass and blew it up. I can't remember the last time I've seen a gun in wrestling, even if it's on a promo.
Nah, yeah.
Something they kind of don't do.
That caught me off guard. Yeah. I wonder if the Briscoes just shoot their own promos, because remember the one where it was again when they were fighting the Young Bucks and it was in their backyard and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like they just shoot their own promos.
I can see that. I don't know. I guess they went and bought a giant novelty hourglass from the store or something.
It can't be that hard to find.
So I guess. So there was a sweet stunner / neckbreaker combo on both Briscoes at the same time by Kazarian. That was a pretty sweet move. The one point Daniels tried to kill himself. He did this running, flipping dive to the outside and landed right on his fucking back and head and didn't even really. I guess he kind of hit the guy, but it looked like he powerbombed himself to the outside. Kazarian takes a Uranagi on a chair that was set up outside the ring. It looked fucking painful as hell.
Is that where he got the head injury? Was that the move?
No, that happened before that. Whenever he grabbed him for the Uranagi, his head was bleeding. At some point it happened before. I don't think they showed it though. I was listening to one of the shows I was listening to. They mentioned that I guess he took a chair shot off camera, and I think that's when it happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That took him out of the match though, so we didn't get him for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it was 2-on-1 on Daniels for the rest.
So was he was legit out of the match then, right?
I mean, he wasn't really hurt.
No,
it was just part of the.
Because, I didn't know if it was bad enough where they had he was really hurt because he still had shit on his fucking head.
Yeah.
For the Long Beach show.
No, I think the whole point of the Uranagi spot was to put him out of the match. That's why they why they did that.
I didn't know if it just got a little further than they wanted it to. Why are you doing this?
Well, I do what?
You keep letting Dead Silence the movie.
You got a hair on you.
Dead Silence the movie come through.
Is that with the puppet?
I don't know. I think so. I think you're right.
I already knew it was. I was just trying to make you feel good about yourself.
I was very surprised that you asked me that, and I was like, "There's no way he doesn't know this."
Dude, I watched this movie called The Puppet Master. Listen to a death scene in this movie. You ready for this?
Is this from Metallica?
No. Okay. You ready for this death scene?
Yeah.
There's a pregnant woman laying in a bed in a hotel room. This puppet, right? He goes under the covers. Her legs are open. He goes in with his claws and digs his way in and goes right in through her vag, right? Goes into her, and then they show him coming out and ripping through her pregnant stomach, holding the fetus, and walks away with it.
He just walks away. He's like, "See you later."
Yeah. He's just kind of looking like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" This puppet. I'm like, "What the fuck was this?"
Why did you watch this?
You ever heard of the movie Puppet Master? It's
No.
a series. There's 9 of them.
No.
It was a reboot.
No.
It's a very popular horror franchise.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
And I thought you did.
I did not.
This was a reboot of it, and I was like, "Oh, I'll check this movie out." I didn't know it was going to be that fucked up. There's another scene where this guy got his head cut off, and it fell in a toilet, and he was still pissing on it. Then he fell over.
This is weird.
Yeah, it was very weird.
I'm weirded out by this.
So Daniels managed to hit a best moonsault ever at one point, but there was a kick out. He took a J Driller outside the ring, but then he kicked out of that. And then there was another J Driller inside the ring. And the Briscoes won by pinfall and retained their tag team championship title matches, the titles.
Yes.
What'd you give that one? I like that
3.
match. I was a big fan of that match.
3.
Yeah.
It was above average. 3.
Next we get Sumi Sakai, who is the champion, versus Tenille Dashwood for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. About a minute into the match, when we were sitting there watching, I went online. I found Tenille Dashwood's personal email address and sent her a message asking if she'd sit on my face. I'm still waiting to hear back. Haven't heard back
We'll
yet.
keep you guys updated.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Tenille Dashwood.
She's
She's better than Alexa Bliss.
So, I was listening to the Alvarez show with
no
Dave.
one disagreed.
Wait, what'd you say?
Nothing. Keep going.
With Dave Meltzer, and the episode was entitled "The Ring of Honor Review." They started talking about Ring of Honor 47 minutes into the show.
So we're doing better.
We did way better.
Yes. And we're way more insightful too than Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, he doesn't really. He wasn't really too high on this show. I don't know what his fucking problem was. I thought the show was good, but. So Tenille did a good job selling her shoulder. She had that weird tape on it.
Yeah.
At one point, dude, I thought this was really cool. At one point, she went to use the bad arm to hook Sumi's leg for a pin, but then she couldn't and switched to her good arm to do it, which I thought was a cool little detail.
Good catch. Good catch,
I thought
Dave.
it was really cool.
What about that fucking what was that submission called that she used on Sumi? Where she had her like fucking upside down on her head.
Yeah.
It
was like a weird modified surf. I don't know. It was weird.
It was so cool. I love that.
Did it excite you?
Yeah.
I was excited too.
As a wrestling fan and a wrestling fan.
A male.
Yes.
Male human being.
Yes.
Tenille powerbomb Sumi from the apron to the floor, which is always a rough bump. I want to take that. Okay, so at one point, I don't know if you noticed this, Tenille did a German suplex, but like barely got Sumi over, and Sumi kind of landed to her side when she did it. I don't know if you caught this. Like, normally a German, they go right over the head. She kind of had trouble lifting her, moved her over. Now, it looked pretty bad, and I'm not sure if it was a fuck up or it was just done like that on purpose to help sell Tenille's arm. Her shoulder. But either way, it worked. You know what I mean? It made it look like she had trouble lifting her.
It worked out. No, I definitely remember. I don't remember it clearly, but I feel like I remember seeing this and scratching my head about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put too much into it, but yeah, you're right. It does work either way. It sells the shoulder if it's real, and even if it's not, it sells the shoulder.
Still worked, yeah.
Still sells the shoulder. Shoulder is sold. I have a question. So, whenever there's an injury, what did this finish? How'd this match finish?
Let's just finish this and you ask your question.
Yeah.
Sumi gets Tenille in an arm bar, and Tenille passes out from an arm bar.
That's what it was.
And then Sumi won by referee stoppage, and she's still the champion.
So coming in there with an arm injury.
Yeah.
Coming into this match with the kinetic or the kinesio or the Benicio
Fabio tape. Or
the
whatever.
Benicio del Toro tape.
Yeah. It's Benicio.
Does that protect the finish? That protects the finish, right? Because if she comes in next time without tape, then it's still like possible she wins.
Wait, what?
Does that protect Tenille?
Yeah, well, I mean, it gives her a reason to lose.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So like it's storyline wise, it's possible she still wins. She can still win, and it wouldn't be like, well, it doesn't make sense that she won this time and lost that time.
I mean, either way, like people can lose and win all the time. You know what I mean? But what I see what you're saying. Like they went and they went into it. Like Sumi was working her arm the whole match, so the fact that she went in with an already injured arm, it would make sense that Sumi would take advantage of it, and it's like kind of protects her when she loses because her arm was hurt, and she can argue, well, if I was at 100%, I wouldn't have lost. Storyline wise, you know what I mean? She can say that, yeah. But then later in the show, I don't know when it was, we saw Tenille laying down backstage. I guess she was attacked.
That was right after the. I don't think it was right after the Bully Ray match. I think it may have been right after the Bullet Club vs. Chaos match, in between Bullet Club vs. Chaos and Lethal vs. Ospreay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where they're gonna go with that, but what was your rating for the women's match?
2.
2. Okay then. Next, we have the champion Punishment Martinez versus Chris Sabin for the ROH TV Championship. So,
I didn't really get much from this one. There was a few cool moves. One of them being from Chris Sabin. He's on the top rope and does a tornado DDT. I thought it looked real nice. I think it was onto a steel chair. Yeah,
that's when he did onto the chair. The first thing I have is Sabin gave Bobby Cruz this like cue card or whatever to read for his intro. And it's basically the best ring intro I've ever heard in my life.
I forgot about that. That was really funny.
It was so fucking funny. That was really funny.
There were so many times when I was taking notes. I don't know why I did it in this show where I was taking notes and I was watching the show and I got halfway through the match. I'm like, fuck, I forgot I was taking notes and I had to like try to remember what my notes were for the first half of each match.
There was one point where the ref kept avoiding getting hit. I think it was like 3 times. He almost got hit, and then right after that, Martinez just like shoved him down, which I thought was kind of funny.
He teased the hit, and then he just straight up goes for it.
So Martinez hits the Psycho Driver, followed by the Silencer, and then his Super Duper Choke Slam. And Martinez won by pinfall, and he is still the champ.
I thought it finished with Jeff Cobb coming in, and Jeff Cobb was like, I'm the champ now, and he had the TV title.
He came after the match was over.
Oh. He didn't win the TV title then?
No.
No, okay.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't sure. Let's keep going.
All right. Oh, boy. So after that, Cobb comes out and saves Sabin from a face stomp into a chair. Martinez pretends to take a powder, but runs back in and then hits Martinez with a chair shot to the back, which Cobb no-sold, had no effect. And then Cobb left Martinez laying, setting up for their match eventually they would have, I suppose. More on that later.
That's what I was alluding to.
Yeah, I knew you were.
Excellent.
What'd you give it?
That was a 2-star match.
Really?
It didn't do much for me. I'm trying to be a little more held back on my 3-star matches because I feel if I just start to give any match that's like not like just because I like 1 or 2 things, I don't want to give it 3 stars because it takes away from the matches that deserve the 3 stars.
I can't. It makes perfect sense to me.
Next up we got Bully Ray Cyrus and Silas Ray Bully. Versus Colt and Flip.
In
a tag team match.
And a tag team
table match.
Yeah, it's kind of vital. It's kind of important here. And a tag team.
I knew what you meant the first time, and I'm just gonna elude it.
Dickhole.
Yes.
Dude, Bully is such a great heel.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm a smart fan. I know that you're supposed to boo Bully. I enjoy not liking him and watching him get his comeuppance. It's like I'm supposed to. He does a great job. And dude, I thought he cut a great fucking promo before the match, where he fucking gives the middle finger with the fucking WWE Hall of Fame ring upside down.
Yeah,
that was cool. It made for like a very unique package. Like it wasn't your typical like package before a match because it had him doing like a promo over top of it, which I thought was pretty cool. It made it more unique than just your normal time to watch a package and then watch the match.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't your. It was better than your average 2-inch package, which is average is 2 inches.
2-inch can get the job done sometimes.
That's average.
So Flip was hitting the yes kicks on Bully. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah.
Thank God it wasn't Bree doing it. Bully would be out.
Dead.
Yeah. Ricka Boner came down at some point.
I like that.
Yeah, to lend a hand to Colt. By that I mean he did nothing at all.
Do you think they had Caprice on the mic so that they would have... never mind. They could just literally have anyone there. I had a theory about this.
Dude,
and
as soon as you started saying it, I was like, I think I'm going to say they could have had anyone doing this.
Yeah.
Before you even...
it popped in my head right now.
Colt goes through the timekeeper table at ringside and is eliminated. At one point, in Silas and Bully started fighting each other. I found that pretty funny.
Yeah,
I started laughing when they started beating each other.
I don't think I've seen much of that since I've started watching. Have you ever seen? I'm assuming there's been times where tag team partners have fought before. Though.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm making a movement that I'm gonna move that we replace the word continuity with Alexa Blicity. Just because I don't want to hear the word continuity come from Ian Riccoboni anymore.
Especially since it's being used incorrectly every time he fucking
Yes.
says it. Dude, I was down on myself and looked up the definition. I was like, yeah, he's still wrong.
Okay.
Like, it was really annoying.
I also started to doubt myself, but I'm like,
Yeah.
it still sounds stupid, so I don't care.
It doesn't make any sense.
So we're going to just use the word Alexablicity for now.
Alexablicity. Man, she's hot.
Yeah.
There at one point there's a table leaning against one of the corners, and Flip runs up it and does a flip, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It was cool. Then Bully goes through the table and he gets eliminated. And then the ref gets bumped and is out, and Flip puts Silas through a table with a 450 splash. Bully gets up, knocks Flip out, and then moves Silas and places Flip onto the destroyed table. The ref then wakes up and sees Flip on the destroyed table and rings the bell. Bully and Silas win by cheating, is what I have on here.
So I did enjoy this match a lot. Let me tell you, and it probably would have possibly could have pushed its way to a 4.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed this match a lot too.
But yeah, just remember I said I enjoyed this match a lot. But I sometimes get really annoyed with these dirty finishes like this, especially since I know for a fact I've seen before refs come out from the back and be like, "Wait, that's not how it happened. Here's a replay. Let's watch a replay." I'm like, why? Storytelling wise, you should be able to do that at any given moment.
Now, I also thought it was dumb that the ref. I thought it was dumb that the ref would just call without having seen it.
Yeah,
I think
that
it's
too.
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, well, why you didn't see him go through? But the thing that I kind of forgave it was the fact that like ROH doesn't really do like screwjob finishes that often. You know what I mean? If this was WWE, it'd be way more harmful because every other finish is a bullshit finish. Like, dude, whenever we were like talking about their last pay-per-view, there's probably like half of them were like stupid finishes that were bullshit. But they usually don't do them, so that wasn't as bad.
Wasn't there another screwjob finish they just did recently? Because I remember when I watched this and they did that, I was like, they've been doing a lot of these recently.
I don't remember. I mean, there could have
been.
There's
been at least one other one.
I mean, there's been people cheating. Like,
I wonder if that's it.
I mean, like Kenny King has been cheating to win. He did it like in the last couple.
I mean. There's something weird like that. Oh fuck! I wish I could think of it.
But one last thing I have about this is.
Dude, fucking the 6-man belts.
When Cody and the Bucks
wasn't someone the wrong person tagged in? Wasn't someone else legal, or was that just David making up excuses? Because since it's happened, I've been thinking that person wasn't legal. So
yeah, I think it was,
fucked.
but I mean, it wasn't like. I see what you're saying, but it wasn't like something where like. I mean, it was the Kingdom. They're bad guys, and it was just like the wrong. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think it was like either Matt or Nick wasn't the right one, and then the Kingdom was saying it afterwards or something.
Yeah, and I think the commentator even was like, "Yeah, they are right. This is right, wrong." I'm like, why is nobody saying anything to the ref?
That could have just been a fuck up too, though.
Just a writing fuck up, and the commentators.
Just a fuck up in as much as like they just didn't pay attention because there were so many people, and they might have not tagged or something. And then they
brushed past it.
Yeah, but then again, I don't know that would be the case because I don't know that the Kingdom would be purposely pointing it out if that happened.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You immediately made me doubt myself, and then undoubt myself in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm great. So Tito called this finish from a mile away. Like, we're sitting there. Flip hasn't even set up the table yet to put Silas on, and he goes, I bet that he puts him through a table, and then he fucking moves him out of the way and puts him there, and they get screwed. I'm like, really?
I knew something weird was happening with Bully. I wouldn't have guessed what, but I knew something weird was happening with Bully since he went out first. I'm like, why would they put Bully out first, especially with that he's been the whole fucking story for this?
Yeah, it was a most impressive prediction. After the match, when the ring guy was sweeping up, the crowd was chanting "You sweet," which was pretty funny.
Yeah,
you sweep, you sweep.
No, they were chanting "To sweep."
They're saying "You sweep."
No, they were saying, were they?
Yeah.
I just heard. I guess either of it would have made sense, but yeah.
Yeah, they're chanting "You sweep,"
sweep.
Which I thought was pretty funny. To sweep.
To sweep.
So what's our next match?
'Cause too sweet, you know. But like you just changed one letter.
Well, they're also going, I think, "You sweep." They're doing the woot woot, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did do that.
Woot woot.
So what's the next match?
Well, I gave that one 3 stars, but I said that already.
You did
All
say
right.
that.
Next up is a 70 37-person tag team match between the Bullet Club and Chaos.
It's a 10, man. Get out of town.
It was 10.
Get out of here.
That's like 27 less than what I said, so that's not too far removed.
Different. It's quite different.
It's not too far removed, though. There were definitely some.
That was my Okada entrance.
Oh, I get it, because it does the thing and then he comes out.
Yeah. Did you name anyone that was in this match?
It was... Alright. The Best Friends, Ishii, Okada.
Rocky sucks.
Rocky was in there?
Yes.
And then the Bullet Club Elite being the Young Bucks, Cody, Marty, and Adam Page.
He did it. So did you notice that Skrull's robe and his new shirt just says Villain Enterprise instead of Villain Club?
Yeah, I saw that shirt online. I thought it was really cool.
Interesting.
Do you think he's getting kicked out?
I don't know. It's just weird.
It's weird.
Like everyone else has something club and his is just Villain Enterprise.
So much weird stuff going on around him. Maybe he's going to WWE.
There's some other weird things in this match too that I will point out.
TikTok.
At some point. So Aldous was on commentary during the match. I thought he did a pretty great job.
Yeah, I did like him on commentary. I will admit he was a bit of a human plug though. He just plugged about everything he could get his hands on.
He plugged one thing.
He plugged the book. He plugged
what book?
He plugged the book. He's like, now it can now be found at Barnes and Noble, Amazon, or any book retailer. I'm like, dude, you sound just like a fucking commercial.
What book was it?
It was very early on. I think he wrote a book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember him plugging the match, which is why he was there.
Yeah, he was plugging the match. He was just there for a lot of plugging, a lot of butt plugging.
A lot of book and match plugging.
Book and match plug-in.
I thought it was funny when he mentioned how Earl Hebner had a senior moment at All In. and he threw up the X with his arms instead of counting out Cody like he should have when he laid out there 3 to 4 minutes. I'm like, he's got a valid point. He's not wrong. And then he was mentioning how Brandy came in and was covering up Cody, was interference, and it shouldn't have been allowed. Once again, that's a valid point.
And he even pointed out when it was happening during the match.
Yeah.
Because it happened again. She came in.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. So in the beginning of the match, Marty tags in, so it's him and Okada. And if you watch, Nick looks at Cody and points at his watch, and you can see him say the words "more time," which was fucking hilarious. And then Cody points at his watch too, kind of making fun of the whole Marty and Okada went over time at the.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that. That was a good spot on you. You're the detail guy.
I have eyes.
I don't know, maybe.
And I sometimes open them.
I also sometimes open them, but I also have
at different moments.
Sometimes
you had yours closed and I had mine open.
Sometimes I'm watching children as I'm watching these.
Child.
I should say child.
You're calling Ashley a child too.
No, she
was
home.
watching them both whenever
she wasn't home. I have to make sure they don't I don't know, like.
What an awkward moment! I walked into the bathroom on a kid on a fucking toilet today. It was very awkward.
Dude, that happened to me, and the dad was just standing there, and just looked at me, and was like, "It's occupied." I'm like, "Why didn't you lock the fucking door?"
Indian?
No,
oh.
That's even weirder. Just.
Well, I go to open the door because I'm just checking to make sure the bathrooms don't need clean. And I go to open it, and there's just this little kid just sitting there, like, moving her legs, having a good time, sitting on the toilet. I'm like, what the
hell?
And I was like, this is fucked. And I was like, she's like, oh, we're in here. I was like, I'm sorry. And I just walked away. And then I went back with my video camera. That part didn't happen.
And then you went to jail, and then they take you out, and now we're here.
No, we're recording via Skype through the prison line.
through the toilet bowl.
So did you see Ishii do a fucking flip off the top?
That
rope?
was the highlight of the fucking match. The stone pit bull taking a jump from the top rope.
This is Ishii we're talking about. Like, it was ridiculous, dude. There was a 5-man super kick to Rocky, which was cool.
Yeah,
they really killed him.
He's dead.
What you got on there?
I don't have a lot.
All right. There was a funny moment where Marty grabs Ishii's hand to do the finger break, and Ishii just looks at him and gives him like this slow headbutt, which I thought was really funny. He's just like, it was really fucking funny.
Just like a slow lean in.
Yeah, it was good. Okay, so throughout this match, the Bullet Club Elite missed and accidentally hit each other 6 fucking times. It happened a lot. And they even pointed out on commentary, too, which got me a tad worried. But the Bullet
They're gonna break up.
Well, the Bullet Club seemed fine afterwards, so I was a little alleviated. But I mean, it happened a lot. You think they just did it for no reason? I mean, hopefully they're not planting the seeds for something later. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's just.
They're very detail oriented with their show and everything they do.
They really are, though. Yeah.
So I don't know. Aldis announced his match with Cody for the NWA title would be a 2 out of 3 falls match. Skrull did what looked like almost a falcon arrow into the chicken wing, which was really cool. And then the Bullet Club Elite won by submission.
Yeah.
And we even got the Bullet Club music afterwards, which was great.
Yeah, that's always good to hear.
Yeah.
I love that how throughout this match, fucking Marty just wanted to tag up against Okada. And, like, as soon as, like, he finally got in to go against Okada's just like, and Rock Eater in.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Okada's a pussy.
Yeah, I like this match. It was a 3-star.
A nice 3-star classic.
3 Dave Sparkle Daves.
2 Sparkle Daves.
That's what
Next, we have Jay Lethal, the champion, versus Will Ospreay for the Ring of Honor World Championship. You know what I noticed in this match whenever, I think it was early on, I think Jay Lethal was doing his dives, and Ospreay went flying over into the crowd, and he's just laying there. They got no security out there. Like, I mean, WWE always has guys. Even New Japan has their young boys out there moving people back. Ospreay's just laying there in the crowd,
taking a nap.
Dude, like, what if like some dude just runs over and just like pulls his balls out and just sits them on his fucking face or something? Like, you can't do anything.
That'd be pretty funny.
You can just do it. You can just put your balls on Ospreay if you wanted to. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, you're intriguing me with your ball speaking.
I mean, they're cock too, really. And what's to limit them to just put their balls on there? There's no one stopping them to do that. What the fuck are you doing?
Lining up the Paw Patrols.
Ugh. This spot was really cool. There's a spot where outside the ring where Ospreay moves out of the way and Lethal accidentally super kicks Bobby Cruz. Cruz throws the belt up in the air and Ospreay fucking catches it, which was really cool.
Was that planned?
Yeah, I'd say that was planned. I mean, I don't know why else he was just standing there holding the belt. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fair.
It's normally sitting on the table. And then he was trying to decide if he should hit Ospreay or hit Lethal or not, and he didn't, you know, because he's a man's man, you know.
Yeah.
There's
some amazing commentating by Caprice Coleman talking about how much everyone's hands and legs weighed throughout the match.
What's Ospreay's hands weighing in at?
I don't know. Like, that's gotta hurt. He has some big hands. A lot of weight on those hands. I'm like, what? How do you know?
Maybe
how
he was
do you know
holding,
how much their hands weigh?
Maybe he was holding quarters.
Like, not once but twice. He talked about people's hands and how much they weigh. I'm like, why? Why are you doing this?
There was a scary spot in this match. What was it?
The scary spot in this match was the ladder spot. That ladder spot was scary. You miss your head hits like something fucking bad, and you're dead.
They kind of tricked me. I thought they fucked up at first because, like, whenever he pulls the ladder out, I'm like, that ladder is small.
It's a little ladder.
The thing I thought was really funny was when Rick Boner, he goes, we have that ladders under there so we can help to set up the lighting fixtures and everything above the ring. I'm like, what the fuck are you reaching with that ladder, dude?
I didn't even think about that.
So that ladder's like 3 feet fucking tall.
I thought there was a fuck up because it looked like Jay Lethal was trying to
pull
the fucking gates apart, but he couldn't.
I thought he was trying to pull it in and lay it across the guardrail in the ring.
Yeah,
that's what I thought he was trying to do, and he kept pulling it and it wouldn't. I was like, oh. Maybe it's just not long enough, but it looks like that's what they were planning after he set it up.
I hope shit like that happens in front of us at our show.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to try to do at our show? I'm going to try to yell at Silas Young like I don't like him, even though I do, just to try to get him to talk shit to me like he does to the fans when he comes out, when he's like, you're a pathetic excuse for a man. That's what I'm going to try to do. That's my plan.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to work, because I think he's going to come down the right side, and he's not going to come over to us, because we're on the left. Some people... Dude, whenever I was at that stage at E-Show last time, almost everybody came left, right in front of where we're going to be sitting. Like, when they came down for their entrance.
This is really
Tons of them
Dude,
did.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
I just want to see people like walk by us and be like, "Hey, we're on TV. We're all on TV right now."
You're gonna do stupid chants, right?
I'll do whatever. I'll be down.
You gotta start them though.
Am I allowed to beer at this?
Yeah.
I can?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as I have like one at the beginning and one in the middle, I think I'll be good.
All right, just bring $80 to pay for them.
They're not that bad. I've been to the fucking
It was a joke game.
Oh, I was gonna say it.
Jesus. Yeah, it's a $40 beer. It's AJE.
Well, I didn't think you meant they were that bad, but fuck,
Yeah,
that mosquito is freaking me out, man.
Yeah, I would kill that right now. It's gonna bite you when you're asleep.
Those big ones don't bite. It's the little ones that bite.
It might take your DNA, and then they're gonna clone you down the road after it lands in
Dino DNA.
Rhino DNA.
Wait a second.
Were you there for the Rhino
DNA?
Yeah.
Who was there with us? Was that Josh?
I don't fucking
know it was Gideon. It was Gideon.
Josh was there. It was all four of us.
Okay.
Yeah. Rhino DNA.
Rhino DNA. You know, me and Gideon might do a podcast.
Oh, really?
We're gonna talk about nothing.
That's cool.
We have a plan just to have nothing planned.
That's a great idea. I'm sure it'll be very entertaining.
It's gonna be great.
It'll be very entertaining. This match. So Lethal reverses a top rope Hurricane Rana. They're both standing on the top. He fucking reverses it into a sit down powerbomb, which is pretty badass. Then Lethal hits the lethal injection. Jay Lethal wins by pinfall and is still the champ. And then post-match...
How much did their hands weigh, though?
14.3 pounds. After the match, Vinny Marseglia and TK O'Ryan come down to beat some folk up. And then Matt Taven comes down and pulls off his hood, revealing a shaved head with a mohawk.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, I should have... I knew... Weeks ago, he was in a hair versus hair match for CMLL.
Oh.
And I assumed he was going to lose based on who I remember he was fighting. I don't remember who it is now, but I was like, he's probably going to lose.
Ooh.
So when he pulled it off, I was like, well, I guess he lost that match. So, but then he had a bag with him, and I immediately got excited because the moment I saw that bag, I was like, dude, he's got the fucking belt with him. Remember they teased that months ago?
Yeah.
I was like, we're finally going to fucking see it. And he pulled out his purple strapped ROH World Championship.
Yeah.
He is the real champion. He's the real world champion.
So, why wasn't he, though?
He is.
Yeah, but, why is there a dispute?
Because Lethal has it for some reason, but it's Matt Taven's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on board now.
Just to clear this up.
I want to know if there's a moment where everyone was like, "Hey, this is why Jay Lethal has it."
Oh well, Matt Taven was supposed to what? Because he won it. Matt Taven was supposed to. Matt Taven was supposed to get a one-on-one match with Dalton Castle. Remember when we first started watching? It might have been the first show we reviewed. He was supposed to have a one-on-one match with Dalton Castle, and Dalton Castle was injured, so it just got canceled. And he never got his one-on-one match. I'm like,
oh, fuck! Yeah,
he never got that match. And then I think something else might have happened too, where he got quote-unquote screwed.
It would be really funny if whenever he finally gets his title shot, that's when Dalton Castle returns, and he's like, "Guess what? I'm back for my belt, boys."
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
And it could happen. So I just realized, I bet the whole reason they did that whole Nick and the whole thing where the wrong person won the 6-man titles was to further the Kingdom's whole conspiracy thing. Remember?
The conspiracy.
Yeah, their whole gimmick is this conspiracy against him, and blah. That's probably why they did that. Because he talks about he keeps. Okay, you're a jackass.
Does that mean we're getting purple 6-man title belts?
I sure hope so.
Me too.
Well, that's it. We're done. That's it.
Right.
That's the end of the show.
That is it.
That's a wrap. This has been our Ring of Honor review. Coming up next, we're going to be dropping very shortly, maybe in a day or two, the New Japan show, the Fighting Unleashed Spirits or something.
It's better than Old Japan.
Yeah, we're doing that next. So make sure you guys follow us on the YouTubes, comment on the YouTubes, comment on our Twitters at BreakroomBS1. Our YouTube is BreakroomBS. Do all that. And listen to all our stuff and give us money, too. You can do that still. Don't forget about our money.
Money.
You owe us money. So, we'll be back some other later with some New Japan.
Money.